Fortunately, I made a mistake in terms of taking a referral and going to Istanbul. For me, I'd much rather I'd planned to come here in the first place, but I did my research, I asked all the right questions, and now I've had treatment here. I'm ecstatic, I'm over the moon, it's great. My name is Mark Tuttle. I'm from England, live in Lancashire in the UK. In all honesty, I can't remember exactly where I saw you. I think it was on a social media site. I think at one point I was probably talking to over 20 clinics. But from my perspective, the communication was very good. The WhatsApp communication was good. It was very speedy. All the questions I had were answered. So for me, it was more a question of you gave me all the information, and I guess I just had to go and do my own research in terms of the next steps from there, really. I narrowed it down to two, yourself and one other. The other one was in Istanbul. To be honest with you, it was kind of 50-50. The only reason why I chose a clinic in Istanbul was very simply because I knew somebody that had been to that clinic. They hadn't been there for dental treatment, but they'd actually been to that clinic. So because I'd had a physical referral and they had a good experience, it was the only thing that swayed me in the end in terms of the two. So I went to the clinic in Istanbul. Very simply, after having the consultation, the dentist that I was told would be my dentist actually wasn't working at that clinic anymore. So by the time they'd finished my consultation, they then decided that there was some specialist root canal treatment that was required, which they said they'd have to get a specialist orthodontist to come in and do. So very simply, after a price was agreed for the treatment package, there was a very large additional cost added on, which for me, it just wasn't right. It's almost like a bit of you're here stuck in Turkey now, so you're gonna have to pay. Whereas I was lucky that I was speaking to you guys at the time, and as from my perspective, extremely lucky that you were able to fit me in on one day's notice. So absolutely incredible that I was able to then get a very cheap flight over to Antalya and start the process with you guys. I couldn't ask for more. I mean, Antalya is a great holiday destination. I mean, I'm here by myself, so I was kind of working in between, but it was still nice to go and have a walk along the front and see the sea and the beach. So for me, plenty of nice restaurants around. Depending on, if you want to be here for a holiday, it's ideal. If you want to be here and do some work, you got the best of both worlds. So perfect location. The clinic was fantastic. From my point of view, everything was as I expected. The professionalism was fantastic, and I got the end result I wanted, so perfect. Again, brilliant, answered every question I had. Basically did what he said he was going to do, which was the most important thing. And what I wanted from my experience was to understand what was going on during the process, and more importantly, get the result I wanted at the end, which is exactly what's happened. Well, they've only literally just gone in, so it does feel different. But of course, looking in the mirror, it feels absolutely amazing to see the end result. But I guess I'm going to have to get used to the slight different feel that I have now to my original teeth. But no, I'm just extremely happy with the end result. And like I said, I guess in a few days' time, it will just feel normal and natural. Make sure you've got a good communication with the clinic. Make sure you ask all of the relevant questions, and don't be afraid to ask any questions at all. And do your research, understand where it is you're going. Do a bit of research on the dentist. Unfortunately, I made a mistake in terms of taking a referral and going to Istanbul. For me, I'd much rather I'd planned to come here in the first place, but I did my research, I asked all the right questions, and now I've had treatment here. I'm ecstatic, I'm over the moon, it's great. Well, obviously I'd like to thank Dental Wise for my entire process, for fitting me in extremely last minute and doing exactly what they said they were going to do, which is giving me an amazing smile and the confidence back to smile. So I couldn't be happier.